got it like that.
Sure question. And then the other thing is like, what about us? Like in Korea recently, we have the rainy season here,
Oh yeah,
and we
yeah,
just came
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like the heavy rain took many
Yeah.
people's lives.
We were really shocked to hear like about the heavy rains and the flooding, like so many
Yeah.
people hurt, and that's so
We-
much
because
worse.
we heard-
Tunnel in Osong, right? The news, it was in our local news in the Netherlands as well. What happened, was it like a flash flood?
Yeah, right.
It was really quick and there were cars in the tunnel so they couldn't get out. Yeah, I heard that they were trying to still get out people alive. I was really impressed by that.
What about in your country? Do you have any other like issues?
Maybe politically the
Yeah.
situation is a bit unstable.
We have very different kind of elections, so we have multiple parties from different sides and just couldn't get out of the situation because we have a lot of migration issues. A lot of people coming to the Netherlands, but a lot of parties have different opinions on how to approach this, so it kind of didn't work out. So they said, okay, we're not coming to a conclusion, so we need to do re-elections, and we don't have any idea where it's going to go with this situation. So.
Like, what's the main problem for that kind of like issues in the world?
I think we're mostly geared towards short-term solutions instead of like the long-term, and it's making it hard to make the right decision.
The war just next
Yeah.
area,
So it also affects Poland a lot because a lot of Ukrainians come to Poland. We ourselves also had two people from Ukraine in our flat just to help them. The Polish government also made sure that we are helping like the Ukrainian citizens so they can come and.
What kind of like problem actually they have between the people from Ukraine and your country?
So I mentioned that the Polish government also like gave some places to work and also gave some money to them, and some of the people more poor people that, from Poland they think that they shouldn't get it. Yeah, that it's not fair, but like that's not what we think, because like we think it's convenient and we should help. I cannot imagine like the situation I have to escape from war.
When your country had heavy rains there last year, what your government did to solve the problem?
First, they didn't really know what to do because nothing like that ever happened before. But then they, of course, moved the people and financially helped them out to find new homes. Yeah.
Recently, I heard that because of some issues in Europe, like the Europe countries, they are accepting a lot of refugees.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about like accepting the refugees in your country?
I think it's very good that we take a lot of refugees, but we did take a lot of refugees at the same time, and it was really unorganized, so that caused some trouble.
Many refugees also want to work, but they cannot work because our government is like a bit harsh when it comes to this point, and we had taken a lot of them, so it's a bit hard.
What was the main issue between like refugees and then like the people in your country? They think like positively or negatively?
Both. For example, like refugees from Syria, a lot of people were really had a critical mind. Refugees from Ukraine, they were very welcome.
They don't have any houses, they don't have any money. How they usually like make a living there?
For example, where we live, there was an abandoned hospital, and they made room in the hospital for them so they could move in.
And they don't really get money. Like the Ukrainian refugees, they don't get money. They get like coupons for the stores, so they can get like the coupon and they pay with these.
I've recently heard that the interest rate for buying houses has actually decreased for quite a bit, so that was good. But I think there's just too little houses, too little flats, especially in like the urban areas. And in the city I live in, it's a university city, like for students, and I have a shared flat and I pay 600 euros a month for my room. Okay. Not for the and I share my bathroom and the kitchen and just the room itself. Recently in Europe we've also had issues with food. It's got more expensive, just living expenses.
Yeah, right.
So in Brazil, the thing is we have a low minimum salary and living expenses are really high. If I compare to dollars, our money is less than dollars.
Okay, so this is all for today.
Okay, thank you so
Right,
much.
thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.